Hey y'all, welcome back to Infinitely Muse. This is part 2 of your Past on Loved One Ancestor read for the week of July the 12th through the 18th, 2026. So y'all, let's get into the shuffle so we can get into these messages. And y'all remember I told y'all I feel like the Past on Loved One reads, for some reason I just feel like if you have a missing loved one still, I feel like some type of way you might get some messages in both of the reads. So, y'all know I would tell you, just because your past on loved one is not here in the physical does not mean that they're not around you spiritually. So, want a message, just tap the purple dot and put the energy out there that you want to receive a message from your past on loved one. I think I can kind of say with confidence, probably within the, give it up to 3 weeks, you probably should receive something, you know what I'm saying. And I'm just like, if they come out 2-3 at a time, I'm going to take them, because like I said, for some reason it's like I cannot, it's like I don't know why I didn't go through my videos before I started deleting them. So I kind of feel like whatever messages probably was lost in that other read that I deleted, hopefully they'll come out like the main ones in this read. Something could be significant about the color white or the name white, a baby funeral or elderly funeral. It ain't coming out, y'all, but I keep seeing it says past. Well, no, I'll take that. Let me pull one more. Trying to get 8 for the middle, y'all. Straighten them up a little bit. Thank you to everybody. Hit that purple dot if you had, and what you're waiting on, go ahead and hit that purple dot. So if you want to receive messages from your past on loved one, ancestors, for clarity and comfort, you know what I'm saying, you should hit the dot. Y'all supposed to be pulling. Okay, so let me just start doing what I'm supposed to do, because I don't know, I'm starting to feel distracted for some reason. All right. Passed over loved one, teenager, 13 to 17 years of age. So for some reason, y'all just feel like I was supposed to pull these cards out. It says, you, I am still angry. And it says, pass over loved one, young adult, 18 to 25 years of age. So for some reason, I just feel like I need to pull those two out. Excuse me, y'all. Let's get into these messages. Was our favorite niece. Was our favorite aunt. Passed over loved one, ancestor, general of the army, 5 stars, reserved for wartime leadership. Last held Omar Bradley, 1981, could be significant. Senior officer, U.S. chairman of Joint Chief of Staff, World War II soldier, deployed or is or has been in a war. Months, the February and April could be significant. Dates, the 12th and 8th could be significant. Arlington, VA. The names Kitty, Bueller, Mary, Elizabeth, Qual, John, Smith, Bradley, Hubbard could be significant. 1934 to in 1910. And now the names, y'all, the name Mary and Elizabeth, Qual, John are standing out. And y'all tell y'all, even though these are armor cards, when I pull the armor cards, it could be, even if anything resonates with you just in general. You know what I'm saying? It could be for you. Even though this is an armor card, your name could be Omar, and you have not been in the army, but your name is Omar. So, you know, whatever comes out that resonates with you, it is for you. Point blank period, y'all. Death by stab, stomach, chest area, facing. The stabbing card came out in the past and in the part 1, y'all. So somebody that passed on loved one definitely got stabbed. Death by train crash, derailing. Passed over loved one, baby, 3 to 6 months, Sid. So the baby's been coming out the last couple of weeks, y'all. Passed over loved one, child, niece, nephew, 1 to 17 years of age. So I really feel like something going on with some teenagers for sure. Place of death, passed on loved one, prison, jail, while incarcerating, holding cell. You, please give me a sign your spirit is around me. So you're gonna find a penny in a weird space, y'all. I would even say like in a shoe, or like if you do like office work, maybe some paperwork. Excuse me, maybe somewhere where you have paperwork. It's gonna be somewhere odd that a penny wouldn't be, just like y'all told y'all like the other day when I was cleaning my little area. I had found a penny. You, I smell you. Pass over loved one message, my favorite food. So you want to eat their favorite food, or you cook their favorite food. Pass over loved one, you, I need answers. Passed over loved one, child, niece, nephew. So they could be 23, 32, 18 to 42 years of age, 34 or 36. So I feel like teenage, probably like between 15 to the age of 18 is going to be very significant. Or even 17 really, y'all. No, 18. Going to be significant in this read for some reason. Or the missing person reads, y'all. Unexpected death. Choke, car accident, shot, stab, minor surgery, allergic reaction, freak accident, fall. So I do recall the car accident came out in the passing cars. The shot came out, but that was with the army deployment. The stab card definitely came out, so that's like 3 times with the stabbing. And then freak accident came out. Passed over loved one, aunt. Death by neglect, abuse. Passed on U.S. Army soldier, passed on loved one, ancestor, Ulysses S. Grant, 18 years of age. Cancer diagnosis, the months April, July could be significant. The dates 27, 23rd, or the ages 27, 23 could be significant. The states Ohio, New York, Missouri could be significant. The name Frederick, Dent, Jesse, Ruth, Nellie Jr., Julia, Hannah, Simpson. Something about Academy Sports, Unitech could be significant. Then it says somebody could be a Republican. Google Project Muse, y'all. The names William, Jones, and Kelly, author of their life story. So somebody definitely had a book written about them, of their life. Somebody definitely keeps journal, sees a psychiatrist. Somebody like the journal for sure. And then somebody sees a psychiatrist or a therapist or a counselor. So if you do see a psychiatrist, therapist, counselor, they might ask you to journal, in a notebook, or that's just something you might do when you get a little anxious. You journal. I look at your picture often. Yeah, I used to journal, off and on when I was younger, but it's like it ain't enough time in the day. It's like so much stuff you have to do. It's like I just really hadn't had time to do it. But that's something that I used to like to do. Young age 23 to 30 at work, deployment, mining, oil field, air travel, planet. So with the air travel, then a plane accident, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely could be significant to someone. Choking, death by choking. So that's the second time with the choking. So that's giving somebody could have had an allergic reaction. Pass on loved one message. I am with you in spirit. Pass over loved one ancestor. George Washington, Army soldier. Months February, December. The dates 22nd could be significant. The state Virginia could be significant. 67 or 76 years of age could be significant. The names Mary Ball, Augustine, Lawrence, John, Mildred, Adams, or Adam. Somebody could have no biological children, may not live where they work, out of town, state, job, career, may have porcelain veneers or gold teeth, may be a high school dropout, or may not have attended college, straight from high school to the military. They're well known though through their work, y'all. Closed casket, head injury, decay, only remains urn, death by plane crash. You are my angel. Passed over loved one, miscarriage, stillborn, suffocated by pillow, hand, blanket, may have been gagged. Somebody definitely passed on loved one, definitely could have been gagged, because that's the second time gag came out in the card. I love you. You passed on loved one message, what happened, unexplained death, tragic, sudden death. The family is waiting on an autopsy. Passed over loved one ancestor, female, Hispanic, Spanish, Mexican Army soldier. Passed over loved one ancestor, lover, spouse, significant other. Passed over loved one message, thank you for caring for my parents. Pass over loved one found in the basement. Pass over loved one message, I feel stuck between worlds. Y'all know when I get this is like someone with physical, mental disabilities, or like a child energy, right? And y'all know I told y'all I feel like the ages like 15 to 18 is going to be significant. Racist murder, police terrorist attack, and make sure, like I said, if any of this is resonating with y'all check out the missing persons read. Murdered in a church. Okay, y'all, so those are all the cards that came out. So right now, y'all know your girl gonna pause and go through them, and then I'll come back and read them to you as a message. And then if anything, just to kind of maybe help you make it make more sense to you, and if anything resonated with you, y'all, I am gonna pull some clarification cards to clarify what's already out here. You know what I'm saying? So if nothing really resonated with you and you do want to messages, I would tell you just to hit the purple dot, and then just stay tuned, check in with the reads, up to the next 3 weeks, and you should get something. But y'all keep in mind, what I'm saying, we got name cards, passing cards, what I'm saying, we done put states. So I feel like out of all, and then we got like I feel like out of all that, you should at least get like one confirmation through that, maybe 2 would be good, and then If anything in here is resonating with you, you know, like I said, stay tuned, and then check the missing persons read if you have a missing loved one that you have not found. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I told y'all, the way that they were, I knew they was connected some type of way. It's like y'all got missing loved ones that are deceased, and they're missing. That's what that is. That's how they connect. And it could be more ways than one, but that's how I know, you know, for right now, that the degrees are connecting. So anyway, y'all, your girl finna go ahead and pause it and then get back with you. Okay, y'all, so your girl back. So y'all know what I did. I forgot to read y'all the middle stack of cards that I had pulled. So when I went to going through them, I'm like, dang, I only read the stacks that I pulled. So it's some extra cards in here, y'all, the ones that I had already pulled. I ain't realizing it until I had started going through them, y'all. I thought it was a little bit short with the messages, but anyway, y'all, let's get to it. So these two cards, I just feel like overall they like kind of like for the whole read. It says I love you, so that could be you, the past on little one, it's just their feelings, y'all. And then it says you, I look at your picture often. So somebody might be having a moment in this week, you know what I'm saying? We all have them, and I don't think I be telling y'all, when you get in those moments, all you gotta do is, you know, feel what you need to feel, you know what I'm saying? But get up out that energy. Just as sad as you are about not being able to see your past on loved one, you know, think about something, you know what I'm saying, that they do, or something that they, you know, that y'all did together to turn it, you know, frown of them tears into joy, like tears from pain to tears of joy. I don't know why I just feel so off, but anyway, y'all, let's get into these messages. I got 6 stacks, so let's get into it. Pass on loved one message. Thank you for caring for my parents. Pass over loved one message. Female, Hispanic, Spanish, Mexican Army soldier. Death by plane crash. Closed casket, head injury, decay, or only remains. Somebody could even hit an urn. Passed over loved one. Loved one was a step parent. Place of death, or passed on loved one, died in a truck. It could have been a pickup, 18-wheeler, army vehicle, or van. Young, age 23 to 30, at work, deployment, mining, oil field, air travel, planet. So that's like multiple ways with the armor cars, y'all. So we got air travel, and we got on land, like with the vehicles, y'all. Passed over loved one, ancestor, George Washington's armor card. George Washington, months February, December. The date's the 22nd. Virginia could be significant, 67 to 76. The names Mary Ball, Augustine Lawrence, John, Mildred, Adam or Adams could be significant. No biological children, may not live where they work, out of town, state, job, career, may have porcelain veneers, gold teeth, may be a high school dropout, or may have not attended college straight from high school to the military, but they're well known through their work for sure. So like, I really feel like that could be your past on loved one, or you passed over loved one, ancestor, U.S. Army soldier. Ulysses S. Grant, 18 years, cancer diagnosis, months April, July, dates 27 and the 23rd, or those could be significant ages. The states Ohio, New York, Missouri, Frederick, Dent, Jesse, Root, Nellie, Jr., Julia, Hannah, Simpson, Academy Sports, Unitech could be significant. Somebody could be a Republican. Project Muse could be significant to you. Maybe that's what your what kind of work your past on little one did, or you. Y'all keep in mind, we did have karma cards come out. Named William Jones Kelly, author of their life stories. They definitely, your past on loved one, you definitely had a book about their life written, or you. Keeps a journal. Somebody definitely sees a psychiatrist, therapist, or a counselor. And if you don't journal, this is something that your counselor might ask you to do in this week. Pass over loved one, ancestor, general of the Army, 5 stars, reserved for wartime leadership, last held on Mark Bradley, 1981, senior officer, U.S. chairman of Joint Chief of Staff, World War II soldier, deployed, is or has been in a war, The months February, April, the dates 12 and 8. Arlington, Virginia could be significant. Or the VA could be significant, like the VA hospital. The names Kitty Brewer, Mary Elizabeth, Quall, John Smith, Bradley, Hubbard, 1934 and 1910. So y'all keep in mind anything that come out, but like I said, when I do the missions and the stacks, hopefully you get the missions, is relayed better to you, when I do them in the stacks like this. But anything that comes out, regardless of what stack it is, if it resonates with you, it is for you. Passed over loved one, miscarriage, stillborn. You are my angel. Passed over loved one, baby, 3 to 6 months, SIDS. Death by neglect, abuse. Ooh, I'm hearing it now. Somebody, baby, could die from SIDS and then die from abuse and neglect. Like, the way I'm picking it up, y'all, because y'all know SIDS is like they say, this sudden infant death where your baby just don't wake up when they go to sleep, right? But I'm not getting that. I'm getting that, it's like somebody is going to say, oh, I fed them and then I, laid them down. And they were sleeping for a while. They usually sleep like that, but they was sleeping a little bit longer. So I just went in, and then I they wasn't responsive. Oh, their lips was blue. I was like moving them, and they were just hard or something like that, or they wouldn't wake up. Death by choking. Somebody, baby, could have choked on like maybe they laid them on their back and they literally like choked on choked, or I don't know if somebody actually choked their baby, but I'm getting some neglect abuse with that. I'm not getting the same, the energy of the babies that were coming out the last couple of weeks. I'm not getting that energy. I'm getting energy of someone. This could be like something that happened in the now, y'all. Or like, if it ain't happening in the now, it could be something that did happen in the week of, like, has already happened. But that's what I'm picking up with that, y'all. Your past on loved one was definitely scared and nervous about their transition, so that it could have been a sudden rapid illness, terminal illness, cancer, AIDS, HIV, organ failure. And y'all know that AIDS, HIV, organ failure did come out in the past. And y'all know it was saying like it ran its course. So pass on loved one passed in a vehicle en route to the hospital. It could have been a friend, family member, personal vehicle. Pass on loved one passed in the emergency room. This could be pertaining to the person with the AIDS, HIV. You, I smell you. Y'all put it where it belongs. Collective read. Was our favorite aunt. Racist murder. Police terrorist attack. Place of death for past one loved one. Prison, jail, while incarcerated, holding cell. Pass over loved one. And I don't know why I'm hearing like was that Sandra Blanson? Then I'm hearing Sandra Blanson and Macy. Something about that is significant. Murdered in church. Unexpected death. Choke, car accident, shot, stab, minor surgery, allergic reaction, freak accident, fall. Was our favorite niece. Death by train crash, derailing. Passed over loved one message, my favorite food. Y'all, this is going to sound a little bit weird, but what I'm going to say, it's like somebody, I'm hearing like somebody child like passed, the way they passed was like they ate something and they had like a allergic reaction. It's like they went to sleep and they had like allergic reaction to something. Passed over loved one, ancestor, lover, spouse, significant other. Death by suffocated, pillow, hands, blanket, may have been gagged. Passed over loved one found in the basement. Passed on loved one passed in the presence of their spouse, lover, child, or their children. Passed over loved one passed at the significant other's home. Lover, long-term partner, wife or husband. Okay, y'all was hearing something. Let me see. Ooh, there they go. It's like somebody child ate something. I feel like they probably was like between 8, maybe 8, 15, 17, like they ate something and they might have been like, oh, I just feel a little bad. It's like, I feel like they were allergic to something. So, I don't know if y'all found that out or y'all, I don't know if there's something that had already happened or there's something in it now, because you know we're channeling all three. But it's like somebody's, I'll say 8 to like 8, 13, 15, 17 year old ate something and then they probably was like, oh, I just feel a little bit. Maybe you didn't know they had allergies to that specific thing, or maybe they ate something and it had something that they were allergic to. And they could have passed in their sleep. Or, you know, like I said, when you know you went to check on them, they were like unresponsive. Passed on loved one, you, I need answers. You, I am still angry. Y'all check out the names. Make sure y'all pay attention to names. Passed over loved ones, young adult, 18 to 25 years of age. You passed over loved one. What happened? Unexplained death, tragic, sudden death. The family is waiting an autopsy. Passed over loved one, child and nephew, niece, 1 to 17 years of age. Death by stab, stomach, chest area, face. Passed over loved one message. I feel stuck between worlds. Passed over loved one, child, niece, nephew, the age 23, 32, 34, 36 could be significant, and then, or they could have been 18 to 42 years of age. The color blue or the name blue could be significant. Funeral color, passed on loved one, favorite color, your favorite color. You, please give me a sign. Your spirit is around me. You're going to find a penny in an odd place. It could even be in your bed. Your bed, your shoe, somewhere in the paperwork. You know, you might be looking and a penny on the table. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere odd. Pass over loved one message. I am with you in spirit. Pass over loved one message. I hear you at my grave site when you visit. And the last stack says someone was murdered by a nurse doctor. Place passed on loved one, child's home, parent lived with child or children because they were elderly, illness, injured, relocating, financial issues, divorce, separation. And I'm also giving them not only like, I don't know why, but I feel like maybe somebody's like child maybe was a caregiver with this murder by a doctor, nurse, and then it's like passing the child home and they were ill or something like that. That's the energy I'm getting with that. Like maybe someone's child was a nurse, doctor, you know, seeing maybe something like the caregiver. Alright, y'all, so if any of that resonated, y'all stay tuned. If not, like I said, if you want to get messages, you know, like I said, hit that purple dot. So y'all, I'm just going to pull 8 cards. When I get the 8 cards, that's going to be it. It's just going to clarify what's already out here to give you like a little bit extra clarity for yourself. Okay. Okay, that's 3, y'all. I said I pulled an 8, right? Hold up. Said I was pulling 8. Never mind. I'm gonna pull the 8 stacks. It's 4. I actually was supposed to just pull 8 cards, but some told me no, just go ahead and keep pulling 8 stacks. So this just basically, y'all, these cards should basically give you a little bit more clarification. If anything like this resonates with you, these cards should just clarify them. You know what I'm saying? Teal, the color teal, funeral color. Pass on loved one favorite color, your favorite color, or the color blue, green could be significant. Maybe y'all had a teal, blue, or green weight, or those was the funeral colors, or maybe teal and blue, blue and green, or maybe just teal, like something like that. But those colors are definitely significant. And then the next card is green, the color green. That could be somebody's last name, or definitely, you know what I'm saying, it could be the pass on loved one favorite color, your favorite color, or a funeral color. Y'all know green is one of my favorite colors. So passed over loved one found on the couch. Death by heart attack. The answer is yes. Passed over loved one could be a boss, co-worker, manager, supervisor, a family friend, or in-law. And y'all know I told y'all this right off the bat. With me channeling, I feel like you're going to hear about some deaths. And these could be some of the deaths, like life cycle deaths that you're going to hear about. Like just point blank period. It says passed over loved one, place, passed at the work or the workplace. Let's give me more like with the army, you know, work, you know what I'm saying? And maybe somebody was a driver, pilot plane with the air travel. Somebody could have did office work. Pass on love, what message? I will visit you in your dreams. You will receive clarity. So you finna have one of them 5D, them 3D dreams. You, I miss you so much, Grandma and Pawpaw. So this is I'm getting the energy of a little girl. I miss you so much, Grandma and Pawpaw. Death by drug overdose, fentanyl, meth, crack, cocaine, ecstasy pills, prescription, heroin. Oh, this drug overdose can go with that green card, y'all. And like I said, this miss you grandma and pawpaw, that can go more for like a, I feel like that's a young toddler, 2 to 4 years old little girl. Pass over love, one message. I love you, granddaughter. So this is a grandmother or a grandfather coming through. So it's a granddaughter. So it's your grandparents coming through for someone. Nancy could be significant with that. The name Nancy could be significant with that. The name Allie or Ollie, something like that. Passed over loved one message. My soul is not at peace. So the colors gold, yellow, brown could definitely be significant. It could be home decor. Somebody could like jewelry. Either you like jewelry, your passed over loved one like jewelry. Somebody could have gold teeth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep in mind we channeling all three. You know, don't forget about the karmics, y'all. Significant. It could be school color, favorite color, funeral color, car or home color. The name yellow or brown could be significant. Interior decorator. Somebody could be an interior decorator. Somebody could have a yellow house, a yellow and brown house. Somebody could work at a school. Because with this gold, and I'm seeing school color just standing out to me, it's like, y'all know most schools be like, I know the color be kind of yellow, but it be like Carol is like, you know, like that blue and like yellowish, but most people say call it gold. Wiseman is like that purple and like yellowish color, but it's like, you know, purple and gold. So somebody could actually work at a school. A school could be significant. Or y'all know I told y'all about like it's something significant with like teenagers. So you gotta put it where it belongs. Passed over loved one is a donor, Caucasian Army soldier. Passed over loved one ancestor, sergeant, lieutenant in the Army. And it says you and your passed on loved one were on bad terms, had not talked in a while. y'all had a distant relationship. It could have been, you know, ex, a family member, or a sibling. So y'all had a little bit, you know, turmoil. But y'all, those missions, hopefully they gave you a little bit more clarification. And hopefully you got, you know, some good messages of comfort and clarity from them. So y'all, I'm literally gonna do the the missing persons read, and then that'll be it for tonight. Cause you y'all don't know, I don't know why y'all just feel a little bit off. Like my energy just feel like a little bit scattered. I feel like this ain't my energy, so it's like I know I'm just picking up on somebody else's energy. You know what I'm saying? But so I don't know if it's the collective. Maybe y'all a little anxious or something like that, or maybe you know, your passed on loved one was anxious a little bit. You know what I'm saying, when they passed. Or these could be even the energy of the karmas that I'm picking up, that they're anxious, you know, about the karma that they're gonna be getting. So I don't know, but y'all know y'all gotta put it where long as collective read. So anyway, y'all, hopefully this passed on loved one brought you some comfort and clarity, you know what I'm saying, some understanding. Until next time, bye.